This one here?
Yeah, this one here. Hey.
Look for what's real.
Stephen, you know, we were just talking about, this is, by the way, as we're having this conversation, this is my friend, Dr. Stephen McClure, and he's actually been involved in a lot of different great things. He's a retired naturopath. My name is Kat Wilson, and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and an instructor over at Apositiva. And we were just discussing the aspects of a webinar using, you know, the webinar for teaching hypnosis. What do you think about that?
I think it's a becoming thing. I think it's a matter of adapting to another world. So it's inherently stressful, but ultimately interesting and non-threatening.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me as though you've got some positive aspects, and there's also some other learning aspects to that.
Yeah. Change.
Change. There is kind of change.
Got a problem with change?
I don't know. It depends on how
I like
much.
bills myself. Anyway.
Well, if I was to introduce the hypnodepth, which is Dr. Longacre's process, do you think I'd be able to communicate that in terms of a webinar?
So far, so good. Yeah, what I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can do this, okay? I'm still relatively new at putting these kind of things together, and one of the things that I've learned is the best approach is just go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and step right on into this and just take a real quick look at what the hypnodepth meter, which is a client-centered process, can actually be like. So bear with us because we have a great sense of humor this evening, and it's always a really good thing to have fun. So in our view, Stephen, we're both here, so you can feel free to comment. The hypnodepth meter is a client-centered hypnosis process. Do you remember this process?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was to open up my drawer, and if I was to look for a ruler, I guess I didn't find one. I don't have a ruler in my drawer.
Oh, wow.
But we have to pretend that we have like this really...
Or are you just happy to see me?
I'm very happy to see you. I think this is wonderful.
Because you have a ruler in your drawer, that's longer.
That's true. It's like using a cork as imagery.
Sorry.
Rich is around here someplace, but right now
there's an almost ruler.
It's an almost ruler.
That's me.
I don't know about this. I think I probably have it in my other drawer. Some of the things that we'll talk about, we won't be talking about brooms, by the way, but some of the things we'll be talking about are going to be, would you like your broom back, Rich?
I'll remove the broom.
And swept away.
Some of the terms we'll be talking about, the ideas and the definitions here, are hypnosis, client-centered therapy. We'll be talking about subjective depth and what is this formula of H equals E plus I plus B plus C. We'll also talk about misdirecting attention. Do you ever misdirect attention?
What?
And then we're going to have a suggestibility test. One of the things that I know is that there are a lot of people who believe that they can't do hypnosis because, you know, like if you said I can't do hypnosis, it would be interesting, because if you said, well, I can't do hypnosis because I don't know how it works. Well, what if I was going to give you a free iPhone? Would you take it?
Well, in my case, maybe not, but
okay.
Typically people would.
Typically people would.
Yes.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about iPads, iPhones, computers, or toasters, or anything else, or TVs, is if somebody said, here's a TV, you'd say, oh, that's great, I'll figure out how it works. Well, hypnosis can be the same way. When you go in for hypnosis, basically, it's not I can't use hypnosis because it's a natural state. So you would naturally go into hypnosis. And one of the questions I'd like to put out is, what if you could use hypnosis to relax? What if you could use hypnosis to help you feel more comfortable? Well, it's about the approach. I'm not going to tell you a whole bunch more because, you know, we're actually going to be going into this great process of the hypnodepth meter that Dr. Longacre actually created. I'm going to tell you about who he is, who the human trinity is, talk a little bit about the concept, and some positive suggestions and avoidance, etc. But I don't want to take too much of your attention away, because you know what's going to happen? We're going to have this seminar, and it's going to be on a webinar. And would you be interested if it was something interesting?
I'm interested.
Okay, so, you know, if Dr. Stephen McClure can be interested, so can you. This is Kat Wilson of Apositiva in Portland, Oregon, and I'm looking forward to seeing you for our very special presentation on the Hypno Depth Meter. And will Rich be there? Can you stick your head in here, Rich, and just say hi? Hi. Okay, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.